The state tournament on the line in Wakefield, or actually in Wayne. It was Wakefield taking on Stanton. Stanton, a team we haven't had the pleasure of seeing this year. Stanton ranked #1 in the state of Nebraska in Class C2. Let's go to Wayne and check out highlights of Wakefield and Stanton. And it would be Wakefield and Stanton. The early bucket, Jess Vogel finds Jason Dolliver, and Stanton on top with a kiss off the glass. Their Trojans keep it close, though, in the first half. Justin Dutcher makes the nice baseline move, gets the layup to fall to cut that Stanton lead to 5. But then in the second half, the Mustangs proved too much for the Trojans. Dolliver again, this time off the turnover, he scored. Then Stanton fans call for the dunk, and John Dolliver is happy to deliver with the slam. 71-56 is the final. Stanton coming out on top, and they are headed to state for the second year in a row.
Hopefully we're kind of hungry to show Lincoln and the crowd that we're a better team than what we showed last year. It's going to be tough, as it always is, you know, one game at a time type thing, but I think we got a shot if we play well.
I think we played a great game tonight. We all stepped it up at the end. That stage, we got some experience now, and we're going to go win a championship this year.
So here are some other scores in these Iowa.
The action continues from Lincoln here. 9 Siouxland teams will actually take the floor in the first round with the hopes of moving into the semifinals. Now, 6 of those teams have already competed, and we were guaranteed of at least one Siouxland team into that semis because in Class C2, Stanton faced West Point Central Catholic.
For the 21-3 overall record, Stanton took the #1 seed into their Class C2 opening round game against West Point Central Catholic. The Mustangs got out to a 3-0 lead. Ben Wortman hits a jump shot that cuts the lead down to 1, and that's as close as West Point would get. Jason Dolliver buries the 3 to give the Mustangs a 6-2 lead. Stanton led by 13 after the first as John Dolliver hits from behind the arc. The Mustangs came out running in the second period to take a 44-22 lead at the break. In the second half, the Mustangs ran away with it as Stanton downs West Point Central Catholic by 27, 75-48.
Started off to a pretty good lead in the first quarter, and we just never looked back from there. We got them down early, hit some big threes in the first quarter, and we just really got all over them. I thought that was the key to the game. Our defense really stepped it up this game, and this is just another step towards our state championship, hopefully.
We turned the ball over a couple times in the first quarter. They gave us some easy shots, and by halftime they had about a 20-point lead.
I was a little nervous, but we got it out of ourselves quickly. Decided to take it to them.
It has to be an age that the pressure was...
For the unexpected, things went pretty much as expected for #1 seed Stanton in Class C2 action. They're facing off against West Point Central Catholic, and Stanton would get out to the early lead and never look back. John Dolliver gets the steal, and he ignites the crowd with his first quarter slam. That's worth another look. Dolliver averaged more than 25 points a game during the regular season. Today, only 19. And John's got a little brother. Here's Jason Dolliver with the 3. Zach Kennedy leads Stanton with 20 points as the Mustangs motor into round 2, 75-48 over West Point Central Catholic. Mustangs will next play Tecumseh.
Last year we came down here and we got beat pretty bad first round by Lincoln Christian, and we didn't like that too well, and I think that's a reminder to us that we have to look one game at a time and just focus on who we play next, even though that our main goal is to win the state championship.
At the state tournament in Lincoln, Joel Johnson, Channel 4 Sports.
And we'll have...
Anthony Flores has the highlights.
The Class C2 semifinals pitted Stanton versus Tecumseh. The game went back and forth in the early going, so Zach Kennedy's breakaway jam gave Stanton a 1-point lead. Then the Mustangs ran away with it. John Dolliver buries the 3. Stanton led 24-9 after the first. The Mustangs continue to attack the basket in the second period. Jason Dolliver follows up Kennedy's miss. Stanton led by 27 at the break as John Dolliver hits for 3 of his 16 first-half points. The Mustangs did not let up in the second half. Kennedy with the bucket. Stanton led 69-41 after the third and went on to knock off the Indians 92-59 and earn a spot in Saturday's Class C2 championship.
Well, it's a dream come true for us. This is a goal that we set at the beginning of the year, to be state champions. We're one game away from that. I guess it's just...
Final for the second straight year as we go to the highlights of that. We're a 92-59 winner in the other Class C2 game as they beat Tecumseh. Let's check out D1 and see who's going to the finals there.
Anthony Flores has the highlights.
The Class C2 semifinals pitted Stanton versus Tecumseh. The game went back and forth in the early going, till Zach Kennedy's breakaway jam gave Stanton a 1-point lead. Then the Mustangs ran away with it. John Dolliver buries the three. Stanton led 24-9 after the first. The Mustangs continued to attack the basket in the second period. Jason Dolliver follows up Kennedy's miss. Stanton led by 27 at the break as John Dolliver hits for 3 of his 16 first-half points. The Mustangs did not let up in the second half. Kennedy with the bucket. Stanton led 69-41 after the third and went on to knock off the Indians 92-59 and earn a spot in Saturday's Class C2 championship.
Well, it's a dream come true for us. This is the goal that we set at the beginning of the year, to be state champions. We're one game away from that. I guess it's just a dream come true. That's all I can say.
Title game against Lincoln Christian was not only a chance for the Mustangs to claim their first Class C2 championship, but it also gave Stanton a chance to exact some revenge against the team that knocked them out of the tournament last year. Both teams had big runs in the first half. The Mustangs ran out to a 15-6 lead. John Dolliver from behind the arc. Christian ran off 19 unanswered points in the second quarter, but the Mustangs tied the score at 29. Zach Kennedy throws down 2 of his 20 points in the game. We move to late in the fourth as John Dolliver makes 1 of 2 free throws and sends the game into overtime, tied at 59. In the overtime after a Lincoln Christian basket, Dolliver will outlet it to his brother Jason, who will take it to the basket. He'll get fouled and be sent to the line. And Jason will deliver as he makes the first free throw and intentionally misses the second, as Stanton would go on to grab the title 67-66.
Oh yeah, we've had our close games this year, and we've come through and we've won a majority of them. I think our discipline showed. Our seniors really took over. I thought we played pretty good defense down the stretch, and we missed a few free throws here and there, but I think the kids knew all along that we were going to win the game.
It's a dream come true. We've been working on this since we were little kids, and it's just a dream come true.
It's a great privilege to be able to have so many players that are as good as they are, and it's just fun to get in the ball and win.